Talking about the Titans here. The Titans!
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! It is gone! It is bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball!
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today. Let's take it to the show.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome on in to the Phillies postgame show, brought to you by Nick's Pizza. I got Jonah with me tonight after a thrilling, exciting, wild Phillies win against the juggernaut, apparently. That is the Chicago White Sox. The Bats come alive tonight, Jonah.
Absolutely, man. And I know you're kind of joking about the juggernaut White Sox, but they are a solid baseball club this season. They're 3 games above 500. They had the same record as the Phillies going into this game, and this lineup is not star-studded. The Phillies have Bryce Harper. The White Sox have Sam Antonacci. Like, come on. The Phillies should be winning this game, but I'm happy to take a win. I mean, you're not going to destroy every team that you should destroy. This, on paper, looks like a team that you should destroy. I'm happy to come out with a win. A hard-fought win at that. They were down 2-0. They fight back with that Marsh home run. Get the win. Get Duran the save. I'm happy.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Duran for a quick second, because I seriously, I don't know how a guy that throws about 100 miles an hour on average doesn't get enough love, but I feel like this guy deserves the love. You talk about some great closers in this Phillies franchise history. You talk about Brad Lidge. You talk about the wild thing, Mr. Williams. I really think, and especially if the Phillies can win a World Series, Duran has to be up there as, Papelbon.
No,
Duran has to be up there. Well, I mean, dude,
he's got the longevity in terms of number of saves, but his peak is not close to the other guy.
No. I mean, I think that we all remember Papelbon for the national. Exactly. Well, remember the fight that he got in with at the time future Philly Bryce Harper in the dugout with the Nationals. Like, that's kind of how you remember. That's how at least I remember Jonathan Papelbon, which is kind of funny. And oh my God, what he was like pissed off at an ump, and he grabbed something that is not age appropriate for the show, so I'm not going to say it. But he grabbed that, So yeah, Papelbon, I would say, not exactly there.
I mean, you gotta put him in the
Johan
conversation
Duran
because he's the all-time save leader, but I think Duran's got it as if he finishes his career with the Phillies.
Do you think Duran has the opportunity to be the best Phillies closer of all time?
Absolutely. I don't think anybody's going to touch a season that Lidge had. Perfect season. Go on to win the World Series. Go close out the World Series. That might be the best closer season ever. Duran's probably not going to do that, especially in the present MLB, where the closer is not really as prominent as it was back then. Obviously, Duran is one of the more prominent closers. I can only really think of Mason Miller being better than Duran right now. But, I mean, Brad Lidge's peak was short. Duran is looking really good. He's young. He's below 30. He's on the books for a couple more years, and I'm hoping they re-sign him afterwards. The closer is such an important thing. The Phillies other than that one Lidge season, have not had a history of incredible closers and incredible closing seasons. So I think, yes, I think when it's all said and done, Duran will be the best Phillies closer to ever put on the jersey.
Well, you want to talk about great. Julian Schwarber. I know he didn't have a home run today, but I mean, I'll take the mantra of Schwarb single. I think he had 3 of them.
4.
Today. Oh, 4. Yeah,
went 4 for 5.
Singles.
2 runs.
Like he's an absolute animal, Jonah.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, if Kyle Schwarber's doing this, he's one of the best hitters in baseball. I mean, he's batting, 235 right now, but he can pull out a game where he goes 4 for 5 at the plate with 4 singles. He hit a home run yesterday against the Padres. It's unbelievable, man. I got to clap it up for Kyle Schwarber. He's the best hitter on this team right now. He should be an all-star. I just can't say anything that is not already shown in his play. He is unreal, man. I love it.
He's ridiculous. And you also, I mean, I kind of clumped them all into this hitter graphic, but Adolis Garcia, we'll start with him, and then we'll hit Alec Bohm, because these 2 gentlemen, and I think especially Dolly,
yeah,
ever since the start of June, he's been on fire.
Absolutely, man. He is so fun when he gets going. He just hasn't been doing it. He hit his 6th homer of the season today. It's not a lot for a guy who's batting 200 and is known for power and smacking him out of the yard. He did it today. He did it yesterday. It's 2 back-to-back games, and I love it. When he hits a home run, the first thing is he knows he hits a home run because he's jacked, man. If he gets a hold of one, it's gone. And the second thing is he will make you know that he knows it's gone too. He'll flip it. He'll spike the bat, and, man, that just gets me pumped up. I want to see more home runs out of Adolis Garcia for the purpose of the team winning, but also because, man, it gets me fired up. I love it.
Well, you want to talk about fired up. That was me after Brandon Marsh hit his first home run against a left-handed pitcher as a Philly since the Angels days.
That's an unbelievable stat.
Against a starting pitcher. He hit the first home run against the starting pitcher since his Angels days. That is a real stat, but it is also real that Brandon Marsh has been tearing the damn cover off of the baseball for the last, I feel like year?
I think it's approaching 12 months.
Outside of the playoffs, he started...
And obviously the offseason, but...
Yeah, he started... he's quietly one of the best outfielders in baseball, and I do not hesitate when saying that, Jonah.
This year and the end of last year, he has been incredible. And we talk about that stat. It's a little bit embarrassing because he just hasn't been hitting home runs off lefties. But also we have to take into consideration that there was a stretch where they would never play him against a lefty. So he never got that opportunity. Now he's your best outfielder. He's playing every day. Of course, he's going to get the opportunities against lefties. I think more are going to come after this, especially because he's been better against lefties. He's getting his strikeout numbers down. He's getting his contact numbers up against left-handed pitchers. And I think that's just due to him playing. He is an unreal baseball player, and I am really excited to see what comes for him. I'm not going to say it can only go up because what he's at is pretty freaking amazing right now.
Pretty
but
peak, yeah.
He's showing me a lot of stuff that I really, really like to see going forward.
Now, another guy, we sort of alluded to it earlier, Alec Bohm, I forget what inning it was, but there was a part of this game, there was a portion of this game where I said, Alec Bohm's up, it's over. And then 5 seconds later, Gavin goes, about that? Yeah, because he absolutely proved me wrong. And he has been on, I don't want to say as much fire as Dolly recently, but nice to see this little surge from Bohm.
Absolutely. I mean, he's your cleanup hitter. He's supposed to be that RBI guy. He had a 2 RBI double. I think that was what you were referring to, the yes. RBI double where he brought in it was Turner and Harper, I think.
Yes.
That's what you want out of your cleanup hitter. He's a big right-handed third baseman. You want him to be in the spot where he can drive in runners, and that's what he's been doing for a couple days now. And obviously, you look at his average, he's batting less than 220. It's not what you want to see out of your cleanup hitter, but look, at the beginning of the season, he was in the hundreds. Now he's into the 200s, and that's improvement. I'm looking for improvement from game to game, and that's what I've seen from Alec Bohm. He's never going to be that all-star again that we thought he could be in 2024 when he was ripping RBIs left and right. He's never going to be that again, but he can be a solid player for this team.
Now, I wonder, I mean, obviously it's to be seen if he can continue this sort of deal, but we haven't really talked about this on the postgame. Aiden Miller is having surgery. I don't know if he's had it yet, but he's due for it. He is going to be out a few weeks, I heard, and I wonder if, Bohm does kind of continue to tear it up, if that keeps Aiden Miller down, because we know what Aiden Miller, we know the hype that he's gotten in the Phillies farm system. It's not up to Painter's level, but it's up there. But we've also seen Bohm on a regular basis. It hasn't been clean. Like, for the majority of the season, you just referenced, he's hitting around 200, which is disgusting. But if Aiden Miller is hurt and he's going to be out for a while, I feel like with this trade deadline coming up, you have to roll with Bohm.
Yeah.
If he keeps this up.
Yeah. I mean, I never saw Aiden Miller coming up this year, and that was reaffirmed by his back issues. But thinking further than this year, I think as an organization, you have to assume that the dude with chronic back issues is not going to make it in professional sports. Like, if he does, that's fantastic, and you just found your third baseman / shortstop when Turner calls it quits. But if he doesn't, then you have to roll with Alec Bohm. You can't throw away a guy who's been on this team for, 7 years now? That's crazy to think about. But he's a guy who's been on this team for a while. He's started for the majority of games, and I don't think you can just throw him away because there's this potential out of Aiden Miller, and it's risky to invest in Aiden Miller because he's got chronic back pain. That's not something that you want to see out of your number one prospect in a team with a farm system that is already limited. I like Aiden Miller a lot. I understand the hype. He's our number one prospect for a reason in the Phillies system, but you cannot just count him as a bona fide success when there are a ton of question marks.
And you want to talk about question marks, Jonah. Lazar, no. I almost went with your idea, but I said Lazar, no, because I really thought that this was going to be the game that he locked it down, and unfortunately for us, that was not the case. He let up the most home runs as a Philly in his career. I believe it was 3 or 4 around there. 5? Yeah. I know 2 of them were against Grichuk, which is ridiculous because Randall Grichuk, it feels like he is one of those guys that is like Barry Bonds against us for some reason.
Him and Josh Bell.
Oh my God. him and Arenado. Don't forget about Arenado. Jesus creepers. But yeah, it's absolutely absurd. So maybe I should have expected those home runs. But Jonah, do you still? I'll pose this question to you. I'll pose this question to you. Do you think the contract that Jesus Luzardo got has been a bust so far?
How many years was the contract again? It was 4 or 5.
Hang on. It was.
I want to say it was 5.
Hang on. Sorry,
But anyway, it was more than one. It was more than one. It was multiple years. So he's on this team for the foreseeable future. This is who he is. He's up and down. He will go one day where you think there is no way a hitter in Major League Baseball is touching Jesus Luzardo's pitches. And then the next day, he's getting, well, not the next day because pitchers can't pitch twice in 2 days, but the next start, he's getting shelled by the Chicago White Sox of 2026, and Randall Grichuk's hitting 2 home runs off of him. And then there's more from the rest of the White Sox team, because I believe they were both solos, or I guess the first one was 2 runs. So something. Multiple home runs off Jesus Luzardo, 5 total earned runs in 6 innings. It's not what you want to see from a dude you're paying bank, but you know that he has that ceiling and he can reach that ceiling pretty often. It's not like Nola where you're just expecting a bad game and every once in a while he'll turn into prime Aaron Nola that we remember from the olden days, it feels like now. But Jesus Luzardo will reach that peak, I would say, every 2 starts. And that is something that baseball is a game of up and downs. You have a guy who you've got a chance that if he's going, he's really going, and he gives you a fantastic chance to win a game. And even when he's not going, you can win the game. 8-6. Obviously, you should not allow 6 runs in Major League Baseball if you expect to win every game, but they got it done. And Jesus Luzardo was a part of that, even if he didn't pitch his best today.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to cover it. Let me just make sure. Yeah, that is going to cover it. So the Phillies win at 8-6. We are going to try to get a Phillies postgame out for you guys tomorrow, but can't promise that because me and this fellow over here, as well as Dalton, KJ, and the majority of the 302 Birds crew will be live from a Citizens Bank Park. We will be in attendance for the ball game. A tailgate is also planned. I believe it got moved up from 12:30 to 1:30, but don't quote me on that. It's just what I was told by Dolt this evening. So 1:30 tailgate, 4 o'clock game. It's also Phillies picture night. So that should be a blast. I'm going to try to get down on the field and have a blast there. Maybe we'll shoot some content. Maybe we'll get lucky and be able to shoot some content for y'all. But again, we're just out there to have a ball, and we hope you guys can join us because, the more the merrier. It should be a blast, and I cannot wait. But I just want to thank you all for watching this edition of the Phillies postgame show. I want to thank Jonah for copping on. Dude's an absolute legend. Go follow his Instagram, Jonah Castle Broadcasting.
That is
absolutely
correct.
Fire content over there. He posted the most fire. Well, it made me sad, but the most fire AJ Brown edit I saw on the internet. It was fantastic. So this dude absolutely is a ball knower, and go give him a follow. Go follow 302 Birds on Instagram, Philly Sports Pulse on Instagram, and go like, comment, and subscribe. But I'm Jesse Cherone, alongside Jonah Castle. Want to thank Nick's Pizza for sponsoring today's stream. Thanks you all for watching, and let's go Phillies.
The Titans.
Swing and a drive, left field. It's gone! And it's gone! It is Bedlam at the bank!
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.
Podcast right here. You already know. Go fucking subscribe.
You are now listening to the 302 Birds Phillies postgame show with KJ McCoy, Ballpark Tommy, Dalt, and Fratty. Proudly powered by TickPick. Check out the link in the bio for $10 off your first order today.